Hello everyone! I'm back again after another review on the Neca Future Predator, and this time, this will be my last one until next Saturday, and that will be the Neca Part 3, well, the Neca Ultimate Friday the 13th Part 3 3D Ultimate Jason Voorhees. Long name, but anyways, here he is. Now, here's the box. Front, which is a lenticular cover, which is really cool. The top, the bottom, the side, the other side. Oh, whoops. The back with the description of the movie and promotional shots of Jason. Forgot about the others. And then we have the where Jason would be and the promotional image. Now let's put this box over here and let's put Part 3 Jason here. Now, keep in mind, this is the original release, so it's not going to be full of those awesome, paint and stuff. It's going to have some dirt. So anyways, painting and sculpting on this figure is really good standards. Now, let's start off with the face. Nothing too major once you move on to his face. If you're very far away from, if this figure is very far away from you, you can barely see his eyes. Unlike that Part 4 where you could actually see his eyes. I don't know why. The mask has some dirt on the side. And some on the nose. I don't know if that's supposed to replicate the dents, because whenever I see fan-made custom masks of Part 3, there's some noticeable dents on and scratches on the mask. Not like, from Freddy Krueger and all that stuff, but like it looks like it's aged. You see the red chevrons have been aged. We see here's the straps, very, very normal, and this carries out to Part 4. You see his regular head is nothing too major, but it does, but this regular head does go out of place with the skin color, which is a bit one of the nitpicks I'll go over during this video. His shirt has this work shirt has definitely changed through film to film. In Part 4, it was like a dark green color. It was like a very dirty color of a green, and this is collared kind of, but not like this. And also, as you see, he is a hunchback. You see the sleeves with the skin, with the regular hands before Tom Savini had to modify. This is Jason design with the long black fingernails. He sees more like a human again. As you see, his hand looks very human. Nothing with difference with you see his skin. You see, but then, of course, we see the blood here and the blood on the neck, which I'll nitpick on that before I go into accessories. We see the blood on the shirt and on the back. Well, not on the back, but it's fairly wrinkly, a bit wet. The pants, very dirty. People have either said it was blue or is it brown? I think that's why it's a bit inconsistent once you look at Part 4, because he had those brown pants. I'm gonna say it was supposed to be brown, so it's a bit inaccurate, but it's fine. It's pretty good. He has the wrinkles again, the bloody knee. I thought it was on the kneecap, but no, it's on the thigh. So again, the wrinkles, and then we have the shoes, which are standard NECA shoes. Now let's go with the nitpicks on this figure, and that would be the painting on the shirt. And on the neck. So besides the skin change color, it's fine with that. I'm fine with that, but I'm not fine with, and a lot of people are not fine with this red skin, with this red blood and the red blood also, well, the blood also on the shirt, because because it kind of ruins this normal look. Now, once you move, now this is supposed to fit this battle-damaged head, but then you can't really do anything with that, because you're gonna have to nitpick. You have to, not really nitpick, you have to, choose, because they have because you can't really paint over the neck because you're gonna need that for the battle damage. You can't really, so you win both. You lose both ways. Now once we move on to his head, it looks fairly normal. I mean, a bit deformed in terms of the ear, but yeah, looks pretty good. Not bad for this Jason. Now let's move on to the accessories. The accessories, we have his battle damaged head. It's a bit wider in size, and you know, it looks a bit out of place, but it does go in place with a battle damaged head, and it looks very good, very gruesome. I don't know why it had to use the mask to, you know, put the axe in. We have the fire poker, very normal of a fire poker, and I hope to Lord I don't break this compared to my remake Jason, because I broke that fire poker. We have the standard knife, a bit bent up and a bit lazily. It looks pretty normal. I don't like this knife at all. I don't see a knife like this. So it looks pretty normal. I forgot I have this part 4 knife. I have the monkey wrench, which I don't remember Jason getting a kill on anybody using a monkey wrench. So, but it's a pretty nice, decent accessory. Well, pretty nice and decent accessory. The pitchfork, you know, where you get kills Loco. Now, of course, in the film, it's a bit inconsistent because when he kills Loco, it was 4, but when he grabs it, it's like 5. So it's yes and no. It's inaccurate and accurate at the same time. And then we have the harpoon gun. Very great, nothing too bad, but I really wish they gave out like another harpoon gun without the harpoon. And then we get the machete, very clean, and obviously different compared to part 4, where part 4 had a brown handle, and I think it was like the handle was that long, not that long, yeah, and then of course there's no blood on that. And then he has the wooden axe with rust, I think, on it. So, or blood, who knows. But otherwise, that's a pretty good figure. Now, Jason's articulation is a bit outdated, considering the figure is made within my standpoint. Made in 2012. Yes, these were in blister card packaging. So, very standard, very, very standard. Just very standard articulation and a bit dated. Now, let's go over it. Now you can go, well, let's start off with his articulation before I go very overboard. So his head is on the ball joint. You can look up, down, tilt side to side, lean side to side, 360 on the arm, and a very nice flapping motion in it. No bicep swivel, but a bend and a ball joint at the wrists. Also swivel there. He has this very tight waist movement, and he also has some very loosey-goosey hips, but they have a thigh swivel, kick up and back, beautiful spread, bend, and a very tight ball joint at the knee, or at the foot. Posability is really good, but again, very outdated. Now, I already talked about accessories, so I'll talk about that more, and I'll have a photo gallery for that. So, size, I think he's somewhere around 6 or 7 inches, due to he's bigger than the average Marvel Legends. Otherwise, yeah. So, overall, would I suggest this figure? Probably. Actually, if you're a big fan of this movie, yes, go for it. Now, originally, I didn't really want to get this figure, considering, you know, I didn't really like the Part 3 design. But once I was playing further into the game, you know, I somewhat liked it more and more. And I think it had more justice in the movie. Kind of a very weird and origin story why I got this figure. I also think this figure has... I think it could have had some potential with more accessories, especially for his hands, and it does affect recent Jason figure releases. Maybe also could have included more, maybe decent style articulation, but then again, those NECA wasn't thinking back then where it wouldn't, update it, so that's kind of sad. And it's just pretty good. Now, some notable issues besides that is the masks on them are kind of loose. The point, these move, and I am afraid that these might break, which is really, really sad. But otherwise, for a figure like these two, this figure, I'd say he's definitely worth picking up if you get the reissue. If you get the reissue, good, because, the original releases are very expensive and outdated. So, anyways, like, subscribe, hit the bell, Discord server will be linked in the description below. And until then, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.